What's up YouTube? This is going to be a tutorial on how to make a button on Photoshop, also the rollover effect on Adobe Flash. So to get started, let's open Adobe Photoshop. I'm using CS6, it doesn't matter, CS3 and higher is fine. Any of those versions are good. Okay, you want to go to File, New, and you want to keep it as custom. Your canvas size, 1064 by 411. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna have a nice big canvas size. Transparency, keep it as that for later use, and press OK. Okay. When you first get Photoshop, you're gonna see this tool called Rectangle tool. You want to hold your left click button and go to Round Rectangle tool. You want to draw yourself a rectangle. If you want to change the radius around the corners, all you got to do is change the pixel on top here. Where it says radius. My one's at 20, so all you got to do is change it and redraw it, and you're good. I'm gonna be drawing. I'm gonna leave it as a pretty big button just for clarity. So yeah, if you want to change the color, all you got to do is go to foreground right here. Pick your color and go to paint bucket, and when you do click on it, it's going to ask you if you want to rasterize your image. Click yes and click on it again, and there you go, it changed. Alright, just for organization purposes, I want you to, if you want, you can rename this as background. Well, there you go. Alright. And I want you to make a new layer. And we're going to add some text to it. So go to text. And let's say if you were doing a logo for your YouTube channel and you want them to contact you, let's name it contact. If you want to change the text, all you got to do is highlight it with your text tool, and you go to your foreground and go to pick a color, whatever color you want. Let's pick a black. Alright. If you want to change the font, go to your text tool, and I'm using Birth of a Hero, but there's many varieties of fonts, so you just feel free to pick any of them. So yeah, that's how you pick your font. Alright, now just to add a little spoof to it, go to your background, and if you want to right click on it, go to blending options, inner glow, pick whatever you want. I'm going to keep it as yellow, but as you can see, you can pick whatever color you want. Just mess with the size. And actually I'm going to change that to a okay. There you go. You want to go to your outer glow and pick a different color. It doesn't matter. You can stick with the same color. Let's go with the dark green and mess with the size. There you go. Also, I like to do this sometimes. You can also go to gradient overlay and change the color if you want. So yep, that's basically it, and press OK. And there you go, we got our first button done. It may not be the greatest button, but just for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to try to make it short and sweet. But there is our first button. So you want to save as, and save it as a Photoshop file, PSD file extension. So let's name it as buttons. Press OK. And you want to go to save as again, and save it as a PNG because you're going to have to do this later, so you might as well do it now. So you want to save that as a PNG. Now as for the rollover, this is going to be the second button, which is going to be part of the rollover effect. So go to your inner glow, and we're going to change the color a bit. Let's go to take note that whatever your inner glow is, it's going to be part of your gradient. Go to your outer glow, and you can change that a bit. Let's go. There we go. Alright. So now, I also like to do this, so let's change the text color. All you gotta do is highlight it. And let's do a nice dark purple. There you go. And now do the same thing. You want to save it as a Photoshop extension, so buttons 2. File, save as, and as a PNG. And there you go. Got your 2 buttons. Here's the finished product. Button 1. And here's button 2. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long, but in the part 2 is going to be associated with Adobe Flash, so that's where the big magic happens for the rollover. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment below, and I will be more than gladly to answer your questions. Thank you very much, and good night.